uh, Fellow frontline leaders. I am deeply saddened on the ongoing situations that is happening in southern Cameroon. I am very baffled by the massacre that occurred in Bafut, and I'm sure everyone shared the similar pain and suffering of our fellow brothers and sisters that are making every effort to defend the sovereignty of southern Cameroon. You all saw what happened to Bafut. It is absolutely painful to watch. You all know that when the frontline leaders are disgruntled, it will have a significant effect on the rest of those in the ground zero. We know that the problem has happened, that there was an evidence of embezzlement. If that is true, then we agree that it has happened. So now, what do we do moving forward? We cannot continue tearing down ourselves at a moment when we have reached a point where international community has opened an eyebrows to see exactly what these people of Southern Cameroon has been speaking about. You all know that what has happened cannot be changed, but moving forward, we will know what to do next. But unity is a fundamental principle that we cannot. If we continue tearing down each other's, that doesn't help us, neither does it help us to build the unity we're looking forward to. When you are communicating, when you are sending a message, you need to find out what impact does my message have on the people of Ground Zero, because they are in the immediate source of danger with the rapid military of La République du Cameroon and the Southern Cameroon defense system. You have to ask yourselves, what is my end game in this message I intend to send forth? And when you identify the end game, then you will be able to know the content and the context of your message. There must be a receiver of the message. And then once the receiver, what impact do you think? Sometimes we need to express ourselves, but you have to ask yourself, what impact am I going to gain? And what is this effect? You all saw the press in the neighboring country, La République, including English-speaking press. I'm sure your name appeared there. You may not feel impressed about the contents. Maybe our focus is not at tearing down one another. Our focus is the neighboring country, La République du Cameroon, and international community, because they are the middle person that we have to channel our message so that they well understood. La République is the enemy. We know. None of us is the enemy of ourselves, but we have some, what they call the black legs, that are circulating among us. There's nothing we can do about it. We need to acknowledge them. United States, 13 states of this great nation stood for the liberation of these nations. It was 13. It wasn't the entire significant state of the United States. And they stood with their message, and their message was clear. No taxation without a representative. And that philosophy led them to conquer the mighty, strongest nations at the time, the British Navy. You all may have learned in history that no nation has ever conquered the British Navy. And if the United States can overcome at the time, then how much about the people of Southern Cameroon against the mighty of La République? They are already grounded. If you are not aware, La République is already grounded. So I urge the leaders of our Southern Cameroon Ambazonian front and those in Ground Zero that you need to look at the contents of your message, that what impact does it have on those in Ground Zero? Because they look upon us and we also look upon them so that we can work in collaborations for an effective and efficient result. And the outcome will be victory and happiness for all of the people of Southern Cameroon. And that is why I am coming here. I am not coming here for names calling. I'm coming here to express my concern that we need to tone down our voice against one another. Call him. Tell him exactly what is your point. Use your phone call and tell him, this is my problem that I have, and be able to resolve the problem within you. And we can move forward. And I want to take a note that let's tone down against one another. I have never toned down, but I emphasize the importance of a structure of our society, our government, and that is why it's my focus, and I will continue to speak about it. So fellow brothers, I know you will be listening. Be part of the movement. We have reached a turning point. We have reached a point where there's no turning point. But we cannot tear down ourselves. We have identified that there is a problem, and we can solve it. But we can only solve what we have, and we are capable to do so. We are the smartest, energized people of Ambazonia. Victory is already being accomplished. We just need to walk on the pathway to freedom. I love you all. I love you. Ambazonia must be free. Thank you, and have a wonderful good evening and good night. Speak Funtong Daniel speaking here from the great state of Texas, United States, and those in ground zero, and the heavy loss casualties that experiencing barefoot is a pain to all of us, a painful to all of us. Thank you again.